Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me. One of the biggest games of the season today. Man City against Arsenal. Too early in the season to be a title decider, but this is one of those games where when the fixtures are announced at the beginning of the season, you look down and you think, right, when are Man City playing Arsenal? Like you would when are Man United playing Liverpool or when are Tottenham playing Arsenal? Well, we had one of those games last week. And we've got another one this week, so we're being spoilt a bit. Let's just hope that it's a little bit better game than the Tottenham Arsenal one was. Arsenal would settle for another 1-0 win. And bearing in mind that last year they turned up for this fixture, and Arteta set his stall out on his tactics for a 0-0 draw. That's exactly what I got. But being so late in the season, he probably should have gone for a win. He had nothing to lose. Losing the league in the end by a couple of points, he could have been a bit more positive and gone at City, because you can't get at them if you're good enough. And there's one thing for certain is that Arsenal are good enough. But this should be a good game. It'll be interesting to see Arteta's tactics. Obviously, Man City are at home, and the onus is on them to win the game. And I'm sure they will go for it, especially with Haaland in such good form at the moment. So, with that in mind, the teams have been announced. Man City are Ederson in goal, Gvardiol, Akanji, Diaz, Walker was the captain today, Gundogan, Rodri, Doku, Bernardo Silva, Savinho, and Haaland up front. Arsenal, Raya in goal, Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber. So it's quite a solid back four that Arsenal have got there, and that's what they're going to have to break down. Man City, a solid, dependable back four. Rice is back after his suspension. Thomas Partey, Bukayo Saka, Trossard, and Kai Havertz playing up front. So that's the two teams. Nice to see Rice back. James Allen, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Grateful for your support. As I was saying, it's nice to see Rice back after his suspension. Walker back in the team for Man City and captain as well. Rodri, he's back in the side as well. So they've got a pretty solid looking midfield there. Rodri will be the creator in that. Even Man City have got a solid back four. Probably not as solid as Arsenal's, I would, in my opinion. But where Man City just have the edge is that bit more creativity in midfield with Rodri, Silva, and Doku. Rice, Partey, more solid than creative, but they've got the pace on the wings with Martinelli and Saka. Trossard's been playing well, and Havertz has got a new lease of life. So it's going to be a close game. Let's hope there's a few goals in it. But now's the chance before the game starts. If you want to get your comments in, let us know what you think of the two teams that have been announced, and let us know what you think the score will be. And bearing in mind that it was a 0-0 last season, do you think that the Arsenal manager would be settling for that, or do you think he's got to go for it this early in the season? I'm sure that Pep won't be happy with a 0-0 draw. He'll be looking to win this and carrying his 100% record so far. So get your comments in. Let me know what you think. We can go through them before the game kicks off in about 9 minutes' time. For everybody who's joined us today, thanks for your support. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, Get your comments in, which all helps to promote the channel. And, of course, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss future live watch-alongs. Just lately, grateful to all the new subscribers that we've got. So it's really helping the channel. It's nice to see we're getting some support. So we must be doing something good. We've got James Allen, who's a new supporter of the channel. Hopefully, James is going to stick with us throughout the game. Get his comments in. We can all see the comments, and whether we agree or disagree, there's something to discuss before the game, during the game, if anything that's someone's spotted or wants to make a comment, and we can discuss it during the game. There's nothing wrong with that. We've got half time to discuss all things as well, and of course at the end of the game. So all comments are invited, as long as you keep them nice and clean. So, has anybody got any score predictions? It's going to be a tight one, this. Does anybody fancy Haaland getting another hat-trick? 3 in 4 games. Can you see that happening? I don't think so with this defence of Arsenal's. Personally, a prediction. I think I'd probably go, if anything, for a 1-1 draw in this. I was just edging towards Man City, and I was going to maybe a 1-0 win for Man City, but I can see this being a 1-1 draw. I can see it being a tight affair. I don't think either of these teams want to lose to each other, and so if it did come out of a draw, I think both managers will be probably happy with that. Probably Arteta more so, but I think they'd take a point each from this game and move on. Whoever wins the game, if someone does win the game, it's going to be a real boost to the morale moving forward. So, yeah, in the comments, get your score predictions in. Let us know who's going to score. Do you fancy Haaland to get another couple more today to add to his, 9 he's got already in the 4 games so far? Trossard, Saka, they've been on the score sheets just recently. So do you fancy them to get in among the goals? Do you think Rice, who's back in the team for Arsenal, do you think he's going to make a difference to Arsenal today? It's all up to you with your comments. Let me know what you think. With just 5 minutes to go before we get the teams coming out. It was James Allen, is it you? Are you James Allen? Just seems a coincidence that it's a name called James Allen. Mm.
Just to back up your thing.
You done a subscribe as well?
Yeah, I subscribe, yeah.
Good. There's only me watching at the moment. I'm watching myself.
I'm just watching my other computer.
Yeah.
Mm. Is that Wilco?
Yeah, it is Theo Walcott, yeah. I wonder what he's doing there. I mean, he's an ex-Arsenal player, but anyway, look at that stadium. Look how wonderful that looks underneath. What a fantastic stadium that Etihad Stadium must be. I know. Mirrors, shiny, huge underneath. Haaland's got his arms around the shoulder of the mascot. That must be a big thrill for him.
You pay for it?
Oh, yeah. Pay a lot of money for it.
Oh, pay for it. The parents?
Parents, yeah. Yeah, don't get it for nothing. Arsenal are unbeaten in the last 10 Premier League games, and Man City have only last defeat in the last 46 games. One defeat in 46 games. That's some sort of record. As the teams come out onto the pitch, I think they should be met by a big crowd at the Etihad. James Allen thinks that Saka's going to score today. Won't put it past him. He'll certainly be one of the favourites, along with Haaland. Just all the preliminaries to go through. The teams line up for photographs and whatever before the teams get started. Haaland will be a goal scorer, says James Allen. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised there. You might have got them both right there, Saka and Haaland. So you're thinking Saka scores, Haaland scores, and the final score 1-1. Teams just shaking hands. Just put the score banner on. There we go. All ready to go. The players are just lining up for a few photographs. Pep's just coming out onto the pitch now. Kyle Walker hasn't played much this season, but he's been handed the captaincy today for this massive game. So he's a good player, is Rodri. If he can get into the game, if he dominates this game today, then I think that Arsenal will have trouble stopping him. Maybe him and Rice will be a big battle in midfield. So they're playing a 4-1-4-1 formation of Man City.
Is that Manchester manager?
No, that's the Arsenal. That's the Arsenal manager. Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, and Calafiori. It's a strong back four, is that? Defensive midfield of Thomas Partey and Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka, Trossard and Gabriel are the three forwards, the two wing backs, Bukayo Saka and Martinelli.
Brazil.
Havertz up front. So they're going for a 4-2-3-1. So it's a different formation to Pep's team. Two managers obviously very familiar with each other, just exchanging pleasantries. Looking forward to seeing Doku. He's a real exciting player. He'll take people on, he'll dribble past people and create chances. We shall see anyway. Two teams just in the huddles at the moment, just a few last words to each other. Teams seem to do this now. I don't think they can probably say any more than what's been said in the changing rooms by the manager and throughout the week in training, but they tend to do this sort of thing now. It's like they're
I'm gonna do Iron now. Alright. Just stand by there to watch you.
A minute's applause for Howard Bernstein, official of Man City, who's recently passed away. Mike Summerby there.
Sit down there, sit down. Sit down there. Ayunin si Mami.
Everybody applauding Mr. Bernstein. Obviously a big part of Man City over the years. So the teams break and we're going to get away very shortly. Man City to kick off. City are kicking from left to right. Silva stood over the ball waiting to kick off. Here we go. The ball goes straight back to Ederson. Someone's gone down already. Rodri.
What happened?
He's holding his face. I don't know what's happened. Never saw it. I just watched the ball go back to the keeper and then Rodri's on the floor. They're saying it was a collision with Havertz. We shall see. There'll be a replay shown. See what happens. He stood right next to him. Oh, just gives him a forearm in the. Wasn't much that.
Pathetic, isn't it?
It is pathetic, yeah.
It is really.
Yeah, you think he'd been shot by a sniper. He's still down now, and he barely touched him.
What happened to it?
Well, it just gave him a bit of a shoulder as they went past each other, and Rodri went down as if he'd been shot by a sniper in the crowd, and he's still down now, and it barely touched him. But that's the way it is nowadays with players. I mean, they go down easily, they roll around as if they've been shot, and try to get players sent off. And I guess VAR, I'll be having a look at it, but I couldn't see anything in it. It didn't even deserve a booking. Never mind anything else. Yeah, just a collision between two players. That's what the VAR says. Just, it was nothing. Yeah, very dramatic. I'm moving on, but does that set the scene for this game? Bit of ill feeling already. Two minutes played already, and we haven't had 2 minutes. It was rolled back to the keeper and then stopped there. Rodri waiting to be beckoned back on again. The ball's played long. Saliba heads it straight back to Raya. Keeper under pressure from Haaland, who's running across. Balls to Martinelli. He's under pressure. Calafiori goes backwards. Man City are really putting the press on. Trossard deep in his own half. Ball is played by Partey to Raya, and he drives it long. Battled for it in the centre circle. Man City come back with the ball. It goes back to the keeper. Played across to the right to Diaz. To Walker. Walker goes back to Diaz. Arsenal pushing up, and it goes back to Ederson. He puts his foot through it. Goes high rather than long. Partey beaten to the ball. Haaland challenge. Haaland commits the foul. Haaland was a bit late on that one, but the referee didn't see it that way. Didn't hold back, didn't Haaland? He went full tilt. Saliba was knocked over. Free kick given. Ball was trying to chip it forward, did Saliba. But Man City picked the ball back up. Arsenal pushing up. Man City go back to Ederson. Comes back across. Diaz. Goes back to the keeper because the press is on. Diaz gets it wide, plays it inside, but that's going to be picked up. Partey got that. He laid it back to Martinelli. Gabriel, he goes across to Raya. Raya's going to play it long down the centre. It goes all the way through to Ederson. Ederson gives it forward immediately. Calafiori wins the ball back as it's played across to the left-hand side. Martinelli has to go backwards. And Gabriel goes back to the keeper. He lays it out to the right. Saliba plays it forward. Saka, he goes back to Saliba. Played into the middle. Played across to the left. Martinelli manages to get control of it, but it has to go back again. Gabriel goes across to Saliba. Inside to Partey, to the keeper. Back to the left to Gabriel. Haaland pressures him. Ball's played forward and Man City intercept it and pick it up. Akanji. Walker goes back. Gives it to Diaz. Diaz looks for a ball into midfield. That's to Silva. Comes out to the right. Walker has it. Rodri goes across to the left. Diaz into the middle. Ball's played across to the right. Silva, he plays it immediately into the middle. The ball is picked up. Gundogan has it on. Is it coming over his head on the volley inside the box? Hits his volley wide. I'm sure he was looking to go across the keeper. Probably just sliced it a little bit. He's hit it 3 yards wide. When he had the whole goal to aim at, it was a difficult skill because the ball was coming over his head and he was waiting for it to come down. Probably thought he didn't have as much time as he did. First chance to Man City. Raya goes deep with the goal kick. Doku was challenged for the ball by Rice. Rice is penalised and it's a free kick to Man City. Walker has it on the right. Savinho is away. He leaves it through to Haaland. He's on goal, and Haaland scores. You just got to know that when Haaland's through, he's going to score, and he has done. James Allen was right. $100 goals for Haaland. As soon as he went through it, you just knew he was going to score. Just knew it. Savinho goes inside, runs it through midfield. Haaland's just in front of him. He lays it through the channel. And Haaland just, with his left foot, just tucks it in the near post. Easy as you like. Pace and power. And Raya just couldn't cover. It was just too easy.
It's too fast for him, isn't he?
It is too fast, yeah. He's got pace and power. And you just knew as soon as he was on top of the keeper that it was going to end up in a goal. And it did.
High paid profile taking block.
Mm.
No wonder high paid.
Yeah. James Allen said Haaland's so fast, and he is. Pace and power, accuracy, composure. He's got the lot. And that's 10 goals already for him. Well, that's going to open the game out now because Arsenal can't sit back now. They want to get something out of this. And he just hangs on the last man, looking for the ball through that he can run onto. And that's exactly what he did. And he's done it all season so far. Saka has the ball on the right, going to the byline, gets it across. It's cut out though. Doku away down the left, but Rice gets across and concedes the throw. Throw is taken to Haaland. He's got Saliba on his back. Haaland got his toe on the ball. He's looking to go forward again. It's ricocheted away. Ball's headed forward. It's bouncing around. A bit of head tennis. Kanji heads the ball forward. Haaland challenges Partey in the centre circle. Unfairly, says the referee. Haaland's penalised and it's a free kick to Arsenal. There was a rumour that De Bruyne was going to be fit for today's game, but he's sat in the stand with his clothes on, so he's not going to be playing alongside Ake. Ball spread to the left. Martinelli brings it down. Walker in front of him. Gets the ball across. Slow cross. It's headed away by Kanji. Silva has the ball. He's gets away from Trossard. Gets the ball through to Haaland. He lays it back to Rodri, and it goes across to the left to do Doku. He's going forward. Has to go backwards, looking for the support of his teammates. Kanji. Walker looked to go forward, then checks, gives it back to Diaz. Walker again. Right on halfway in centre circle. Goes across to the left. Gundogan spreads it across to the right to Savinho. Calafiori holds him up, goes back into the centre circle. Gundogan, Walker. Savinho again. Goes across, Diaz. Gundogan. It's good passing. It's a foul on the edge of the box. Man City get the free kick. I can't see who's gone down. Playing short, intricate passes in the middle there, and in the end, it looked like it was probably Savinho again. Yeah, it was Savinho who was fouled. Nothing serious, but it broke up the play because Man City were playing through the Arsenal defence. So free kick just onside the edge of the box, just to the right. Gundogan curls a shot at the goal and hits the post. Right-footed curler hits the outside of the post and runs safe. Goalkeeper wasn't getting there. If that had been on target, that was in.
That's true.
Walker battling for the ball. Right on the byline with Martinelli. It looks like that Walker's won a corner. Right-hand side. Man City have started off like house on fire, completely dominating Arsenal for the ball. Arsenal don't think I've had it in the Man City half yet. It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger from the right-hand side. Referee just calling men out of the box again. Akanji. Timber. I have words with them too. Savinho's going to put a left-footed in-swinger. He goes short. Referee's not happy. There's a man down in the box. It's another Man City player down. Rodri holding the back of his knee. Second time he's been down. We're calling for the trainer to come on. See the replay now. There's nothing. It's just shoulder to shoulder with Timber. With Partey. It's Partey. Didn't see anything in it. Even Partey stood there with his arms hanging out saying, what? VAR's had a look at it and they've said the same thing. Nothing in it. And yet Rodri's gone down again like he's been shot in the leg again. "16 minutes gone so far. If you've got a comment about the start that Man City have made, you can get it in now while there's a break in play. Rodri's still down and getting attention. Just looking at the substitutes warming up just in case Rodri can't continue. He's sat up again now, but it looks like he might be in a bit of pain.
I don't look right at all.
No, he's had a few injuries this season already. Looks like he's got another one.
It's too early to go back.
Yeah, it's only 17 minutes into the game and already it looks like he may be coming off. Just looking at that again, if there was a coming together,
I don't know.
I didn't see anything because there was running shoulder to shoulder, but his right leg that he's injured was not. It was his outside leg was his right leg, so the defender couldn't have hit him on that leg. So it's just an injury he's picked up as he's run across.
It's so fast. Because of the legs, I think.
Yeah. He has got long legs as Haaland, don't he?
He runs like a horse.
Yeah. Great play by Savinho. He just saw the ball, led it inside on his left foot as well, you see. He is left-footed, so it was on his foot. Pep thrilled with that. He knew he was going to score. What's this? The 5th Premier League game of the season. And Haaland's got 10 goals already. He's averaging 2 a game. It's unbelievable. Rodri's been helped off. Might be able to run it off, possibly. And Pep is saying, do I need a sub or what? No, it looks like it is. Pep is waving his sub over. Yeah, Rodri's had it. He's going off. His game is finished for today, which is a shame. Looks like he's going to be replaced by Kovacic. Meanwhile, the corner is going to be taken. It's a left-footed in-swinger to the near post. It's headed away. Havertz gets it away. Silva picks it up, goes back to Walker, and he's going to go all the way back to his keeper. Ederson drills it forward to the right-hand side, but it's cut out. Diaz has it in the midfield. Haaland challenging for it. Doku. Partey has it. And he's bundled over by Gundogan, and it's a free kick in the middle. Referee needs to get a control of this. There's a few challenges going in, especially in that midfield. Kovacic comes on for Rodri. Just passing a few tactical tweaks across. And the referee's just having a word with the two captains. Things are just beginning to boil over a bit, and it's good refereeing, is this. I was having a word with Walker and Saka. Don't know what Saka's got to do with it. He's not the captain. Ball's taken long down the left. Martinelli has it. He's got a bit of space. He's going into the box now. Turns back inside on his right foot. Calafiore! Oh, what a goal! Unbelievable. He laid it back just outside the box to Calafiore, and he hit it with the side of his left foot for the far post, and the ball was curling away from the keeper as he dived across, and it goes in the far post. And Man City have equalised. And I think the Man City players are actually surrounding the referee. Now, it's either because the free kick was taken too quickly, or because Martinelli was offside.
Oh dear. It's a shame. It's a shame it is. Oh dear.
Yeah, Martinelli was onside. It's because the free kick was taken quickly before Man City players, maybe before the referee gave the whistle. That's a side-footed shot from left to right. It was curling away from the goalkeeper, and he never had a chance of getting to it. Just inside the post and into the back of the net, curling away from the keeper all the time. What a great equaliser. What a great start to this game.
What happened? His temper, isn't he?
Pep throws a wobbler.
He kicked the chair. He kicked the chair.
He kicked his chair over. Pep throws a wobbler. The chair gets a kicking. Anyway, we're back underway now, and it's played long to Haaland. And Haaland's been held. Gets a free kick on the left-hand side, halfway inside the Arsenal half. Ederson got a booking for the complaints he made for that goal. But Doku has to turn back. Doku goes for the line again, gets the ball across. Did he keep it in? It goes to the back post. Bernardo Silva. Walker. Savinho to the back post again. It's played back inside by Doku, but he was under pressure, got his foot to it, but it just rolled into the arms of Raya. And he plays the ball long, quick. Ball's headed forward by Diaz. Played across to the right. Silva plays it inside to Walker. Kovacic is there with Walker. Silva comes forward. Walker goes all the way across, looking for Doku. It's headed out by Timber, and it's a throw over on the left-hand side. It goes back, Guardiol to Silva. It's brought forward to Kanji. Doku attacking on the edge of the box, but he's forced backwards. Goes back to Silva, then across to Walker in centre midfield. Being forced back. Kanji goes across to the right to Savinho. He's been held his shirt there, but he gets away with it. Calafiori didn't like being told that he was holding the shirt. Doku on the left now. Saka in front of him. Comes inside Saka. Gives it to Silva. He dinks a little ball to the right. So Savinho on his left foot lays it back. Walker. Walker goes across. Silva. Savinho again. He's got too many in front of him, but he lays the ball inside. Silva. He has to go back to Silva. To Diaz. To Walker. Bernardo Silva again. Comes inside, puts a cross in that's Calafiori gets to his head to. Gundogan. There's a appeal for handball as Gundogan puts the cross in, but it's too close to the man. Referee doesn't have nothing to do with it. Walker takes the throw quickly. Kovacic. Silva back to Walker. Kovacic. Gundogan. Gundogan again. Savinho makes a run, but it don't come to him. It comes to Kovacic again, and then to the right to Walker. Savinho still lurking on the line. Doesn't get it. It's cut out by Martinelli. Martinelli has two men around him, and they rob him of the ball, and they're away again with Savinho. Comes to his left. Gundogan to Walker. To Kovacic. Inside to Gundogan. He has the ball taken off him by Partey. Havertz challenges Diaz. Looks like the free kick is given, taken quickly. Walker to Kovacic. Gundogan. Cross to the left to Akanji. To Doku. Saka challenges him. And Saka wins the ball. Doku thought it was a free kick. Doesn't get it. It's the throw to Arsenal on the right. Pep not looking a happy chappy. Throw's taken long. It's very congested in the area where it's dropped. Savinho's going round. Calafiori puts a cross in. Haaland's challenging for it, but Saliba gets the ball away. Picked up again by Walker. Kovacic. Walker. The ball is flicked out to Savinho on the right. He's got a chance to put a cross in. He goes back. Walker goes further back. Diaz puts the cross in. It's a bit low and it's cleared, but not far by the defenders. Goes out to Doku. He has to check inside. It's a Kanji there. Goes across to Walker. Walker has a shot. It's a low skimmer. Raya goes down to his right, collects easily. Not known for his goal scoring, Kyle Walker, and you can see why. Short kick taken. Raya goes across. Calafiori has it. Man City put the squeeze on. Arsenal mess up the play out, and it goes out for a throw. Man City deep inside the Arsenal half as they move it across from right to left. Diaz. Savinho playing high against Savinho. Goes across to Akanji. To Walker. Turns back inside. Trying to look for any space, but there isn't any. It's all compact at the moment. We've got a good shape of the Arsenal defence. Goes across to Doku on the left, but he's faced up by two men. He has to come inside. Bernardo Silva lays it back out to Akanji. He has to turn around and go backwards. Goes back to Silva to Walker. Walker plays the ball inside to Savinho, who's made the run, but he's not going to make that before it runs out for a goal kick. And it looks like that's going to be one of the best ways of beating this tight back four that Arsenal got, is by getting a ball through. They're just showing where there was a foul a bit early on. Don't see much in that. Yeah. Yeah, it's because Walker's been spoken to by the referee. Then the referee didn't let Walker get back to his position. The referee allowed the free kick to be taken quickly, and Walker was left out of position, and that was the argument with the Arsenal equalizer. Well, I think he's got a bit of an argument there as Walker as well. Anyway, the ball goes back to Ederson. 32 minutes gone, 1-1. It's flown past. It's been a good first half. Ball goes across to Akanji. He's coming forward down the left-hand side. Plays it inside to Gundogan. Back to Akanji. Gundogan has it again. Bit of space for Diaz. He goes wide to the right to Savinho. He likes to come inside on his left foot, and he does. He sweeps the ball across to the left-hand side, but it was just a bit too much pace. It's raining a bit, and it skidded off the surface as Doku tried to get it under control, and it's gone out for a throw. Quite steady rain falling now, so you can see why the surface is a bit slick. Ball is high in the air on the halfway line. It's volleyed forward by Silva. It goes straight out for a throw. Played inside to Saka, but it's taken off him by Kovacic, but the referee's given a free kick for foot up. Players giving the referee a hard time so far. It's not been easy for him this first half. Ball was played across to Martinelli, but Walker cut it out with a header. Trossard won the ball back. Referee didn't like the way he'd won the ball back. Trossard said something to the referee and gets a booking for his troubles. He's just pulling the shirt of Savinho. I think the ref's just run out of patience. Ball goes out to the right. Walker turns back inside again. Gives it to Diaz. It's all tight in front of him. He has to go wide to Savinho. No, he likes to come in on his left foot. Goes back to Walker. Walker to Kovacic. Goes across to Akanji. And then to Doku, hugging the left touchline. He's got two men in front of him, Timber and Saka. He plays it through them, gets the ball back, goes for a shot. I think he's just sliced that wide of his... Well, they're appealing for a corner. I thought at first he'd sliced it wide with his right foot. Yeah, it was well wide. Doesn't look like there is a corner given, so it was a sliced shot. No, it is a corner. Savinho's going to take it, left-footed in-swinger. Ball comes in now. Headed away. Trossard twisting and turning, gets it out to the right to Rice, who's got a bit of space in front of him. He's got Saka in front of him. Turns back inside and puts the ball across to the left-hand side, looking for Martinelli. Walker just gets his head to it and puts it out for a throw. Calafiori takes the throw, goes back to Partey. Given inside to Rice, to Partey again. Partey goes all the way back to Raya. Out to the right from Raya, gets the ball back immediately as Haaland's lurking about. Rice gets the ball in midfield, goes across to the right. Rice again to Saka. Bit of space in front of him. Lays it down the line. Timber lays it for Saka. He has the ball taken off him. Vardiol at the expense of a corner to Arsenal. On the Arsenal left. So it's going to be a left-footed in-swing or a right-footed away swing. It depends who's taking it because the cameras are not showing at the moment. Looks like it's going to be a left-footed in-swinger. So they want it deep to the back post. Oh, Gabriel at the back post rose above everybody. Ball was just a bit too high for him. He got a free header and it's just gone high and wide, but only just. He lost Doku, his marker, completely. Oh, and it's just over the bar. He gets up there. Let's see how he gets. Oh, he's just a fraction too high. He could have just got above it. A great chance, great chance. Poor defending by Doku. Ball goes back to the keeper from Doku. He's a long way up and he's played it back. Goes across to Diaz. It's like Bernardo Silva coming deep for the ball. He's looking for a bit of a possession. He gets the ball back as they bring the ball forward, just inside the centre circle. Got Akanji outside him. Gives it to Akanji. Doku down the line. Akanji turns inside. Gives it back to Kovacic. He goes to Walker. Martinelli's pressing him. Goes to Diaz. Back inside to Diaz from Akanji. Doku's under pressure. It's cleaned up by Guardiol. Kovacic coming forward. Balls to the right to Walker. Walker goes out to Savinho, hugging the left-hand touchline again. He has to go back inside, makes a run forward. Walker doesn't play it, and Savinho has to check and come back. Bernardo Silva losing the ball. Don't see that very often. Saliba to Calafiori. To Trossard, lays it out to Saka. Ball comes back though. Saliba in the centre circle. He goes out. Comes back across to Gabriel. Gabriel again. Saliba. Rice on the right. Gives it to Saka. Saka has to go back to Rice. And they're being pushed backwards at Arsenal. And eventually the goalkeeper does receive the ball. Playing the ball wide are Arsenal, looking for space down the wings, but City are pressing them and pushing them back. Saka has the ball on the right now. Plays it inside. Trossard dinks it forward, but it's headed out. And then helped further on its way by Silva. Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori. Left to Martinelli. Tries to run round Walker. Walker's right there with him. Martinelli goes back to Calafiori. Just inside to Partey. To Gabriel. Partey back to Gabriel. Martinelli back inside to Gabriel. Martinelli's got a win. He's got a cross. He cut it back. Trossard was the runner. He was under severe pressure, was Trossard. Gets his foot to it, but as he was falling backwards, it's well over the bar. But well played by Arsenal. It was patient build-up. They didn't try to force a pass. They waited for the runners. With the rain pouring down as it is at the moment, the passes are slick. They're skipping off the turf. Ederson drills one high. It's halfway line. Haaland would look like he was being held by Gabriel, but the referee gave nothing. Walker cuts out the ball as it was played through. It's a whistle. Maybe it was offside. Trossard offside. Ball goes back. Ederson. Ederson looking for a ball. That's the late inside. Gundogan spins it across to the right. And it's played across to the left, looking for Doku, but it doesn't get there. Arsenal give the ball away in midfield though. Kovacic coming forward, bit of space in front of him. Goes across to the right with Walker supporting. He's got Savinho out on the right, and he gets it. He's got a chance to attack the fullback. He doesn't. He gives it back inside. Kovacic to Walker, back to Savinho. On his left foot, scuffs his cross. It's allowed to run through to Raya, who bends down and picks the ball up easily. And that's probably one of the limitations of Savinho, that he's playing on the right-hand side. He's got a chance to go down the wing and hit the byline for right-footed crosses. But every time he gets the ball, he's coming inside on his left foot, which obviously is his preferred foot. Ball's brought down. Partey. Rice flicks it on. Saka waiting for the ball to come down. He's got Gvardiol in front of him. Got a chance to come inside on his left foot. He gives it on the outside to Rice. Rice tries to cut the ball back, and it's good defending. The cross is blocked, and it goes out for a corner to Arsenal, but Arsenal having a good 5-6 minutes here. Before you know it, you're up to the 45th minute of a pulsating half. Arsenal finishing it on top with a corner on the right-hand side. Going to be swung in left-footed by Saka by the looks of things. Maybe the last chance of this half, but there's going to be a lot of extra time, I would imagine. Saka plays it. Another deep onto the back post. And Gabriel gets up this time. He missed the first time, but he didn't miss this one. There was again no challenge, and he nods it in at the back post. And Arsenal are 2-1 up, and completely deserved. The Man City didn't learn from the last one 5 or 10 minutes ago, where he headed one over the bar from the back post. It was exactly the same this time, but Gabriel got over the ball and nodded it in, and Arsenal are 2-1 up. What a great half this has been. Who would have expected this? Who was marking him? Was Doku again? No, it wasn't. It was Gabriel puts a move on Kyle Walker, who was marking. They swapped him from Doku to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker took his eyes off it. He was given a bit of a shimmy, was Kyle Walker. He bought it. Gabriel got away. Well, there's a bit of a VAR. Check here for a foul on Edison. And VAR say the goal should be given. So it is 2-1 to Man City. 6 minutes to go of added time. And he could have had two, Gabriel, and they didn't learn from it, Man City. Kickoff's taken. Gundogan tries to tap the ball through on the edge of the box. It's defended well, goes out for a throw. Ruben Diaz has got a yellow card, probably for his protests. Walker has it. Looking one way and then the other. Nowhere to go. Doku is out wide. Kanji gets it. And he has to come back inside. Diaz plays it inside. Looking for Silva, but it's taken off his toe. Arsenal try to play the ball out. Martinelli can't keep the ball, and it's a throw on the right-hand side, taken quickly by Man City. Goes all the way back to the keeper. Silva. Kovacic. Savinho tries to get it back down the line from Silva, but it's well defended by Arsenal. Goes out for a throw. Two and a half minutes of the added time. 3.5 minutes of the added time. Ball goes down the line. Savinho. But he can't win it. Goes all the way back. Ends up with Raya. After Saliba plays it back to him, and then he drills it long to Saka. Saka wins the ball back, then he has it taken off him by Doku, who tidies up and gives it back to keeper Edison. It goes to Akanji, deep in his own half. Couple of minutes left of this added time. Comes to Silva on the right. He goes across, back to the left. Kanji has got Doku in front of him, gives it to Doku. He's got a chance to attack the fullback and go down the line, which he does do, but it's well defended. Timber drills it down the line. It's picked up again. Kanji gives it to Gundogan. Doku's in front of him, but he goes backwards, does Gundogan. Kanji picks it up, turns and moves forward. Centre midfield. Kovacic gives it to Doku. He's double teamed again, has to come inside. Kanji plays a ball to the back post looking for Savinho, but it's well cut out by Calafiori. Goes back to Savinho again. Claims that Calafiori fouled him. The referee has none of it. Ball is played into centre midfield. Kovacic wins it back. Walker. Only a few seconds left. Diaz looking for an outball. The outball is Doku by the looks of things, but he's not going that way. Wasting the time. Tries to play Savinho in, but it's nowhere near Savinho. The ball rolls out harmlessly for a goal kick. Time's just about up, and they're going to be very happy with this score at half-time, or Arsenal. And it's probably well-deserved, actually, as well. Ellie Steele, thanks for joining us. Hope you're enjoying the live stream so far. It's been a great game. Your support is very much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. Partey's going to get a booking for that. Thomas Partey does get a booking for that. One for the team, I think, there as they were breaking away. It's going to be a long one forward, but time's already up. You would have think that the referee's going to blow for it, but he hasn't. He's allowed a free kick to be taken. It's headed in, but Rice gets the clearing header. Bit of heading tennis. Timber gets it. Trossard's going to get a booking here. Trossard is sent off for kicking the ball away. A second bookable offence. He was penalised for a shoulder charge. And then as the ball broke free, Trossard just kicked it away. And Trossard hasn't learned anything from Rice's incident a couple of weeks ago. And now Arsenal are down to 10 men with Trossard sent off. He's arguing the toss with Haaland, but Haaland's not the referee. He's got to go off. You can make your point as much as you like, but you've gone. And that's really put things under pressure now for Arsenal. It's still going to be a free kick. It barges Silva in the back, and then as the ball bounces clear, it just boots it out. It's a definite foul. He puts his forearm in the back of Silva, and then he runs the ball down and boots it out. And the referee had no choice. Still got, well, we're 8, nearly 9 minutes into 6 minutes of added time, and there's still a free kick to be taken as Trossard has to drag himself off the pitch. It's going to be a very difficult second half now. Mikel Arteta gives Trossard a hug as he goes off, so he's not impressed with that decision. Savinho has got a chance here. Lob one into the box, which he does do, but it's a short one. Kanji had a go at it, but it bounced into the centre of the penalty box. It's hiked away, and the ref blows for half time. And that had everything in that game. Had 3 good goals and a sending off, fouls, good play, the obvious Haaland goal. City 1, Arsenal 2 at half time. And Arsenal hitting City exactly what they would like to have done at a corner at half time. And Gabriel had a chance a few minutes before that he headed over the bar, which he could have, if he'd got over it, put Arsenal in the lead. And then Man City just didn't learn anything from that. And 5 minutes later, he gets exactly the same one. He gets above all the defenders. You give Kyle Walker the slip after he'd given Doku the slip for the first chance. This time he nodded it into the back of the net unchallenged. And there was a bit of a controversy because Ederson was possibly fouled, but it wasn't given. VAR had a look at it, wasn't given. And Arsenal are 2-1 up. And then right on half time, Leander Trossard is blown up for a foul after he hits Bernardo Silva in the back. Free kick's given, but as the ball bounces loose, Trossard chases after it, boots it away, and the referee has no choice. Trossard has been booked already and is given a red card and is sent off. So Arsenal are down to 10 men for the whole of the second half. Still 2-1 in the lead, but it's made things really difficult. Really, really difficult. But it's a great game. I expected a cagey affair, and it's been anything but that. So we've got a lot to talk about at half-time. If you want to get your comments in, what do you think of the game so far? I think it's been great. For the neutral, it's been great. A lot more to come in this second half now. Arsenal are going to be under severe pressure. Looking at the game so far, Haaland early on finishes like he always does. Gets on the shoulder of his last man. The ball's played through to him. He's in and on goal and slips it past Raya very comfortably. And then the goal from the corner, simple headers, only a couple of yards out, got well above the ball this time, and he nods in the one that takes them into the lead. I think it was Calafiori who got the equalizer. A ball that was laid back to him on the edge of the area on the left, and with the instep of his left foot, he curled one to the far post, and as the keeper dived away, you could see the ball curling away from him all the time. Ederson never had no chance of stopping it, and it just went in the far post. Great goal. So we've had some great goals so far, some great play. But that's a quick summary of the game. Now we've got a chance to discuss anything, so get your comments in. If you've got anything that you'd like to say about the game so far, what you've seen, if you agree with the sending off, if you agree with the winning, the goal that's put Arsenal in the lead. Did you agree? Was there a foul on Ederson? How do you think the second half is going to go? Are Arsenal going to sit back now? They're down to 10 men. Can they afford to sit back? Have they got to go for it and look for a third? Because you would expect that Man City are going to throw everything at them in this second half, especially with being a man advantage. But that's just my opinions. Get your comments in now. Let's discuss them while we've got the time, while the players are off for a well-earned break. Don't forget that half went on to 53 minutes through one thing or another, through fouls, injuries or whatever. Do you think there'll be any changes at half-time? Rodri's already gone off and been replaced by Kovacic. Now Trossard's gone off. Will the... I'm just thinking, would they possibly bring Martinelli off and put a man back in midfield to pack the midfield? I won't think they'd take Saka off, but Martinelli is a possibility. I've seen him taken off regular. But it's all down to Arteta. Just showing the goal for Man City. The Haaland goal is just when he gets on the shoulder of the last man. It's in between two players, and the ball slipped through the gap, and he just runs away from his attackers, from his defenders. And as Raya comes out to narrow the angle, he just slips it past him. Raya just left a gap at that near post there, and obligingly, Haaland slips it under him. Now the equalizer from Calafiori, it all came from a free kick that the referee wanted to have a word with Walker, being the captain, to tell him to calm things down a bit, and then he allowed the free kick to be taken before Walker had got back into position, and Calafiori curls one into the far corner, and Man City were incensed about that, and you can, to a certain degree, you can understand that. I certainly could understand it. Yeah, they're just showing it now where he calls Saka and Walker to him together, and he tells them, tell his players, and you can see Walker just saying to his players, calm things down, calm things down. And he's not looking at the ball, isn't Walker? He wasn't ready for the free kick to be taken. It was taken, it swung out to his side, but before he can get across, Martinelli lays the ball on the side to Calafiori, who curls it into the far post. And just lip reading Walker there, he says, I wasn't back in position. And Pep's not happy. He's just booted his chair and probably smashed that. That'll need repairing now. And then going to the one that's put Man City in the lead. That one was the first one a few minutes before. Gabriella, you give Walker the slip too easy. Keeper's laid on the floor. There was a lot of Arsenal players in front of the keeper, but it's up to him to stay on his feet and be strong, and he wasn't. And then Gabriella heads it in. He's only a yard off the line. He gets above everybody else. There's nobody on him. It's a free header, and he just off the side of his head into the back post. And you thought that Man City would have learned from the exact same thing that he did against Tottenham for the winner. Arteta's furious with that red card, but Trossard did kicking the ball away. It's such a petty little thing, but when you're on a yellow card and you boot the ball away having just been pulled up for a free kick, you're risking everything, and he hasn't learned that, has he? Don't forget, if you want to get your comments in, we can discuss it while we're at the break. There must be a lot of things to discuss about that first half. There was certainly a lot that went on. Don't be shy. We can get these comments put up so we can all discuss them. If you have joined us for this first half, hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget that if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Hit the like button because it helps this channel progress with the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget the notification bell, just so that you will be informed of future live watch-alongs. And, of course, get your comments in. I like to read your comments. something to discuss while the players are taking a well-earned break. Ellie Steele is a new follower today. I hope she's subscribed. Hope to see her again regular. It's good of you to join us, Ellie, if you're still here. Get your comments in. Let us know how you think this second half's going to go. Obviously, Man City are going to dominate play now. But do you think that Man City will be able to break them down? They'll have a lot of ball, but I think you'll find Arsenal are going to drop deep now, aren't they? And it's going to be difficult with a packed back four and a packed midfield. I don't think Arsenal are going to offer anything in attack this second half, and it'll be up to Man City to break the 10 men down. Because they'll want to win this. They want to keep their 100% record going. But do you agree with me? Do you think that's true? Have you got a different thought of how this second half's going to go? Let me know. Get it in your comments. Let me know. I'm just waiting for this second half to get going. It's running a bit late because there was extra time, a lot of added time in that first half for injuries mostly. Rodri's gone off injured, being replaced by Kovacic. And Trossard's gone off now, obviously being sent off. So there's a lot to talk about. If you want to get a comment in, let me know how you're feeling, what you're thinking regarding this second half. How do you think it's going to play out? Are Arsenal going to sit back and try and soak up pressure and take this 2-1 win? You can tell me now if that's what you think. Do you think that was a sending off? Did you agree with the sending off? Who do you think is going to win it? Are Arsenal going to sit back and win it? Or do you think Man City will win this now that they've got 11 against 10? Yeah, I think Trossard's got his second yellow card for booting the ball away, not for the initial foul on Silva, but for booting the ball away. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it was a foul. He did barge Bernardo Silva in the back. Gets the second yellow card for kicking the ball away, not for the foul. It looks like they might be bringing Ben White on. We'll see when the pictures return, but Ben White was stripped off, so it looks like that might be sacrificing maybe Martinelli or Saka, bolster up the defence and try and soak up pressure and take what they've got. We shall see when it comes back, but I can't think of any other reason why they would do it. What else could they bring off? Havertz, maybe? We'll see when they get back. Players are coming out for this second half anyway. Ben White is coming on. Probably for Havertz or Martinelli. Bukayo Saka's going off. Well, that's a surprise. So White is on, Saka is off. Don't know whether it's as Man City coming on. We don't know that's an injury for Saka. I guess we'll find out later on as the news filters through. Looks like Arsenal are going to sit back and soak the pressure up for this second half, which they're well capable of doing, especially with Ben White coming on now. We shall see anyway, as Arsenal will be kicking off this second half. If you want to put in your comments, give us a prediction for the finish of this game now. What do you think? Do you think Arsenal can hold on to what they've got, or do you think that Man City will win it? The game's underway. Goes all the way back to Rayo, plays it forward. Runs all the way through. Played across to the right. Silva. It goes across to Walker on the far side. Goes to Savinho. He gives it back to Walker. Walker's going to come across to this side. Silva to Kovacic to Walker. Into Kovacic. Akanji. Savinho on the right. Walker with a bit of space to put a cross in. He lays it inside for the run of Silva. It's just a little bit too far in front of him, and the keeper comes to collect. Just inside that inside right position. It's a good run. The pass was just slightly overhit. But a good start. Instead of going from side to side, they saw a ball through the channel. As Raya plays the ball long. Tussling for it is Havertz. There's a man down. Holding his face. It's like a kanji. He's got up, he's underway, and the ball's underway with Walker coming forward. Kovacic in the centre circle, coming across to this left-hand side. Goes back to Walker. Kovacic again. Diaz. Across to Savinho on the right. Comes inside to Walker. Kovacic pushes Walker back with the return pass to Savinho. Tries to go down the outside, but turns back on his left to Walker. Walker's got a chance to put a cross in. He does do. To the back post. Haaland wins the header. Well defended, though. Couldn't get any power behind it, and Raya makes an easy save. Saliba standing his ground against Haaland. Didn't give him a chance to get any purchase on the header. It's good defending. Raya hits the ball long. All the way through to Silva. Arsenal not pushing forward. Silva comes a long way forward into the centre circle. Taken on by Kovacic. Coming across to the left. He turns back to the right to Walker. Walker goes out to Savinho. He plays it down the line to Silva. He pulls it back to Kovacic on the edge of the box, leaning backwards as he struck the shot, and it goes well over the bar. But a good start to the second half for Man City. Not holding back. Plenty of shots already. Just leaning back was Kovacic there, well over the bar. The crowd letting the ref know that Arsenal are taking the time. They're not happy with it. Referee's content with it so far. Raya takes the dead ball. Ball is flicked on. Guardiola was being held by Timber, gets the free kick. Man City take it quickly. The ball goes across to the right. Walker getting forward. Comes back inside. Gives it to Kovacic. It's crossed to the left. Kanji. Kovacic. Walker. Savinho. Back to Walker. Savinho always wants to come in on his left, go down the right. Walker. Savinho's come inside, gives it back to Diaz. He goes back across to the right to Savinho. Back to Diaz. Goes out to Doku on the left. He comes inside, plays the ball. It's Kovacic inside. It's well defended though. It's Havertz who comes away with it. Goes down the line. Looking for a foul, but wasn't given it. Kovacic just comes away with the ball again. Gives it to Gundogan, who's running forward. Gives it to Guardiola. Walker. Silva. Down the line to Gundogan. Savinho wins the ball back. Oh. Throws himself to the floor. Referee wasn't impressed, but the linesman's given it. And it will be a free kick to Man City on the right-hand side. Just outside the box. Yeah, it was a foul. The referee didn't see it by Calafiori, but the linesman did. The linesman gave it. Chance for Man City to swing one in from that left-hand side. Silva and Gundogan stood over the ball.
What's going on? Wow. You want light on though? Baby.
In swinger or away swinger? It's going to be the in swinger to the back post. And there's nobody there. It's too deep, nobody there. Goes out for a dead ball at the back post. Poor free kick by his standards there. Silva, usually better than that. Another long goal kick. Havertz goes up, he's beaten for the ball. Silva wins that ball, header. It goes out to Walker, who's sprinting forward. It's Gundogan. Kyle Walker lays it to Akanji on the edge of the box. Gives it to Walker. Kovacic is challenged, goes to Walker. Back to Kovacic. It's all in front of Man City now. All the Arsenal players, there's nobody up front. Goes across to the right to Walker. He goes to is it Silva on that side there? Yeah. Diaz, left-footed. It's wide of the right-hand post. Yeah, it just slices across that, does Diaz, and it swings wide of that right-hand post. Rain's still coming down. Goal kick goes long. Kovacic wins it, turns it inside to Akanji. And Man City are away again. Silva Savinho comes inside on his left foot. He's just hassled off the ball. Doku was challenging for the ball as it ran towards the dead ball. Timber swings his foot, gets it out. Throw is taken. Diaz, Kovacic, Walker. Silva cuts inside, lays the ball back. Kovacic tries to take it inside. Calafiori intercepts. Ben White just thumps it out near the halfway line. Kovacic going forward again. He's got all the Arsenal team in front of him. There's nobody up front. So the Man City team are pressing right up, almost to the edge of the box. Diaz has it. They're just looking for that ball. Skundogan. Inside. Savinho has the shot. It hits Gabriel. Doku picks the ball up. The ball goes back. Kanji to Silva. Gundogan leaves the ball to Silva. Crosses blocked. Header is won by Walker. Martinelli. Martinelli complains that he isn't given the throw, but it wasn't an Arsenal throw. Kovacic comes forward again. Gundogan. Silva is forced out of the box, turns and goes back into the box, then goes across to Akanji. To Walker. Kovacic is right on the edge of the Arsenal box, and now the Arsenal players are behind the ball. Doku going one way and the other, gets past his man, tries to put a left-footed cross in. I think that was Havertz who was defending well. Goes out for a corner, which is taken short. Cross is put in towards the near pass by Gundogan. Kovacic got it down. Kanji drags his shot wide, but it's deflected. And another corner to Man City. It's going to be another right-footed in-swinger by Gundogan, by the looks of things. It's taken short to Doku. Doku comes inside, tries to cross, it's blocked. Well done by Martinelli, working hard for the team, but it goes out to the right to Silva. Comes inside on the left foot to Kovacic, to Walker. Walker has a shot. That's a blocked shot by Raya. Straight at him, powered it straight out. But it was well struck by Walker. Ball's being brought forward again by Silva. It's a lot of pressure this for Arsenal to take. Walker. Kovacic. Walker. Kanji. Diaz. Arsenal pushing up a little bit, but they're not going anywhere near the halfway line, and Man City just bring the ball forward again. Akanji to Doku. Jinx comes inside, gives it back to Akanji on the edge of the box. Doku, Kovacic. Goes to the right to Walker. Savinho puts the left-footed cross in. Haaland's challenging for it. Looks like the ball's run away for a corner. It's taken quickly. There's no stopping now. Walker has got a chance to pick a pass out, and he does do. Haaland gets headed down. Great save by Raya. Goes across the box from the save. And that was Bernardo Silva who had a go at the rebound. Looks like it might have gone out for a corner. Good save, headed it down. Raya palms it out with his left foot. Silva with a half volley at the back post, fallen over as he hit the ball. Couldn't keep the ball down. Ball's taken long. Akanji battling it out. There's Timber putting the pressure on, but Man City win the ball back and the Arsenal players begin to funnel back. The ball's out to the right. Savinia. Back to Walker. Back to Silva. Silva into the box, lays it inside to Kovacic. Diaz almost thought of a shot, lays it back to Walker. Can he get a crossing? Kovacic. Diaz. Back to Walker. Silva. Held up by Martinelli. Can he come inside on his left foot? Turns one way, then the other, gets a cross in. Doesn't beat the first man, Calafiori. Walker runs back and takes the ball back easily. Turns round and it's going to be all-out attack again for Man City. Kovacic to Gundogan. Turns back on his left foot. Plays it across to Akanji. To Doku on the left. Thinks about a right-footed corner. Doku. Walker. Another shot. It's deflected. It's corner. Simply Joy. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're enjoying it. It's a good game. Defence against attack this second half. Another corner to Man City. On this right-hand side, it's going to be an in-swinger by Gundogan. Right-footed in-swinger. Can Arsenal hold out for the next 30 minutes? In comes the corner. It's taken short. Goes to Doku. Back to Gundogan. He flicks one to near post. It's glanced away. Guardiola's a left-footed shot as Partey couldn't get it away. Raya gets down low to his left, parries the ball up in the air, and then gets to his feet and catches it before anyone else can go for the rebound. It's a great save because it came through a crowd of people. He can't have seen it till late. Guardiola struck it well. That's a good save. Ball goes long. Kanji picks it up. Being brought forward by Walker. Inside to Kovacic. In and out by Guardiola. Back to Walker. Savinia turns back on his left foot. That's where he likes to be. Walker back to Savinia. Diaz to Walker. Can he put a cross in? He can do. So well head out by Saliba. Silva challenging for the ball. Calafiori comes away with it. He prods it out though by Rice. Goes for a throw. Taken quickly again by Man City. Akanji. Diaz. Walker. Diaz to Walker again. Savinia. He's always going to come in on his left foot. He don't go down the corner and try and cross with his right. There's a cross put in. Saliba heads it out. It's immediately picked up again by Man City and they're on the attack again. Doku on the left. Got a chance to run at his man. He lays it inside. Kanji tries to lay a ball through, but it's cut out by this packed defence. Comes away down the left to Martinelli, but is beaten for pace by Walker, who takes it off him, turns round, and it's straight back on attack again. Gundogan, Savinia into the box now, going for the line. The ball is deflected back off the defender onto Savinia for a goal kick. Havertz just getting some words of advice from the manager. I don't know what's going on, but Ray has just decided to sit down. This is just time wasting by Arsenal. Referee's going to hand a yellow card out to somebody. Didn't quite see who he gave it to, but he's given a yellow card anyway. One of the substitutes, Arsenal substitutes by looks of things. I think Walker's just having a word with. Miles Lewis Skelly gets a yellow card for one reason or another. He's got all his team around him. The Arsenal manager is handing out the instructions. And this is why Ray has gone down, so that he could give more tactical advice to his team. Obviously, Pep's going to take advantage of that as well. Skelly is the first player ever to get a first Premier League booking before he's even got onto the pitch in a Premier League game. So that'll be a trivia quiz question for a few years' time. Ray is back on his feet now, having received no attention. Yeah, fine again. Not a surprise. Not a surprise at all. And he's going to take the kick himself. So he allowed that tactical period of driving the ball forward. Guardiola flicks it forward. Haaland, but it goes behind him. Gabriel hooks it clear. Goes out for a throw on the halfway line. Manchester City with Walker coming forward again. Arsenal backing off right to the edge of the box. Kovacic. Back to Walker. Walker plays it inside to Haaland. Tries to flick it inside for the run of Gundogan, but it's cut out and drilled down the field. Emerson, well out of his box, collects the ball and lays it forward to Diaz. Diaz bringing it forward again. Lays it out to the left to Kanji and to Doku. Doku's got a chance to run forward. He goes inside, two men into the edge of the box on his right foot. It's a good tackle. Crowd is baying for a penalty, but that was a good tackle. Kovacic has picked the ball up again for Man City and just running forward again as Arsenal back off again. Walker to the right to Silva. Comes across, back inside. Across to Akanji. Kanji gives it to Doku on the edge. Doku being hassled by Timber, forces him across to the right to Walker. Doku has it again. It's a left-footed shot that deflects off the nearest defender. Bounces to the halfway line where Ederson is. Lays the ball straight back to Diaz, and Man City are again high up the field. Savinho lays it inside. Kovacic gets it, gives it back to Savinho. He goes across to Akanji. Doku. Right on the edge of the box, right on the corner of the box on the left-hand side. Lays it back across. Silva. Diaz. Gives it across to Doku. Got a chance to go down the outside. Lays it inside. So Akanji. Akanji goes for one. It's blocked straight away. Havertz challenges. Is beaten by Akanji. Doku picks the ball up and they're on the attack again. Goes across to Walker. Walker loses the ball, but Savinho picks the ball up for him again. Hits a shot that's over the bar. Straight at the keeper and over the bar. It looks like Phil Foden's coming on. Foden for Doku. seen plenty of the ball as Jeremy Doku, but not done really anything with it. Can Phil Foden unlock this defence? The goal kick is taken by Ray Long again. It looks like a free kick's being given there. Havertz on the floor. Foul by Diaz. Yeah, he's got his arm in the side of Havertz's head. Arsenal are going to take the time with this. It's probably the first time they've touched the ball in Man City's half. In this half. With 20 minutes to go. So far, so good for Arsenal. Free kick's going to be taken. Arsenal taking the time with it. Is it going to be Rice who's taking this? Still hasn't been taken yet. It's hit to the back post now. Rice plays it in. Calafiori got the knockdown. Just couldn't keep it under control. Lost the ball. It was cleared by Manchester City, but Arsenal have it back on halfway line. Play it all the way across to the left. Martinelli gets it right in the corner, but Walker's too strong for him. Comes away with the ball. And Man City are going to be on tack again. Walker lays it inside. Foden. Kovacic. He's got a Akanji on the outside. Gives it to a Akanji. Savinho on the opposite side. Diaz. Gundogan. Kovacic. Gundogan. Goes outside. Silva. He cuts inside on his left foot. Kovacic gets it, slips his man, and has to go backwards. Out to Akanji. Inside to Foden. Foden lays it off. Silva's going to have a go. It's a deflected shot. And luckily, Raya had dived to the right, and the deflected shot went to the right, so he had a chance to get back up and make the second save. Because it was deflected and actually hit Phil Foden in the face and went straight back to him. Now Calafiori's on the floor now. This is all poor tactics by Arsenal. It's so obvious. The referee's got to get a grip of this. They're just wasting time. If the referee's got anything about him, he's going to add a lot of extra time on at the end for this time wasting. Rice getting some words of wisdom from his manager. It's taking so long. Calafiori's on his feet now. The referee's ushering him off, but it's taking so long. It's a slow stroll. The sub comes on. I don't even know whether Calafiori's gone off or not yet. Kiwior comes on for Calafiori at last. Raya has the ball. Takes it all the way back to his goal line before he picks the ball up with Haaland running at him. He eventually kicks the ball high. He's going to drop around the halfway line. Havertz goes up for it. Rice wins the header. Guardiola challenge with Timber. Timber's away. Lays the ball inside. But Foden cuts the ball out, lays it back to his keeper, who immediately plays it out to the right to Kyle Walker. Coming forward over the halfway line in the centre circle, gives it to Kovacic. Guardiola to Akanji. Goes to the right to Walker. Walker goes across to Silva on his left foot. He's got Martinelli with him. Can he take him on just inside the box now? He leaves it back. Diaz has it on his right foot. Goes out to Walker. Walker got a chance to cross one. Lays it inside to Foden. He goes to Diaz. Foden to Walker. Foden again. Diaz. Silva goes across to Kovacic. He tries to hit one. It's the defender in front of him. It deflects all the way to the halfway line. Played straight back to Akanji, coming forward again. Walker. He hits one. That's deflected by Rice. Martinelli hooks the ball away before it goes for a corner. He goes out for a throw. Walker takes it quickly, lays it back to Kovacic. He goes to Akanji on the left-hand side of the box. Wider. Savinho, who's swapped wings now. Akanji again. Foden. It's Diaz who goes to Walker. To Silva. We've got Martinelli with him. He lays it inside. It's shit by. So it's Diaz who hits a low left-footed shot, goes all the way along the floor, straight to Raya. Looks like maybe Stones is coming on. Raya drills it long. It's going to bounce. It's bouncing on the edge of the Man City penalty area before Akanji tidies it up. Guardiola lays it inside to Foden, twisting and turning, lays it back to Akanji. Arsenal drop off now, and Man City can bring it forward over the halfway line. It's Walker. Played inside to Haaland. Tries to get a shot away just inside the box, but there's too many people around him. It's blocked. Rice drills one down the left-hand line. There's nobody anywhere near that ball for Arsenal. Keeper collects it and lays it straight forward. Diaz has it. Gundogan. Gundogan again. Haaland, Gundogan. Akanji. Back to Diaz. Foden running into the box. Hits one with his right foot, which isn't his strongest foot. It's wide of the right-hand post. And away for a dead ball. Stones coming on. Walker going off. Stones for Walker. Savinho is replaced by Grealish. With 12 minutes to go. It's getting desperation measures now. Raya goes long with this goal kick. It's flicked on by Havertz, but there's nobody beyond him, and it goes straight through to the keeper. Immediately gives it out. Guardiola. Goes to Gundogan. So look at Kanji's gone to the right. Kovacic. Kovacic got to side to it one. Leaning back when he hit it from the edge of the box, and it goes over the bar. Yeah, it's well over the bar, leaning backwards as he hit that. Man City have had 20 shots on goal this half. Ball goes long. Diaz plays it back to the keeper. Kanji now, bring it down the right-hand side. Silva goes back inside to Akanji. He's going to lay one into the box. Headed out on the edge of the box, doesn't beat the first man. Kanji has to retrieve the ball, turns around and comes forward again. Gvardiol gives it back to Akanji. Gundogan, Kovacic. Gvardiol. Back to Kovacic. Akanji, Kovacic. Gvardiol gives it to Foden. He has to lay it straight back out. Diaz. Kovacic was, for a moment, looked like he had a bit of space, but it was closed down. Martinelli gets the ball that's chipped forward. He's under pressure from Silva. It's going backwards. Gvardiol has to go backwards. It's hit down the line again. There's no one there. Diaz brings the ball forward. Stones has it. Gives it to Kovacic. Gvardiol. Gundogan. Akanji. Silva. On the edge of the box. Lays onto the edge of the penalty area. Raya comes out on his 6-yard box. Makes an easy catch. 9 minutes to go plus any extra time. Can Man City unlock this packed defence? Time being taken by Raya. He drills the ball forward. It's only Havertz up there. He can't win the ball. Kovacic fouls Havertz. The foul is given. The free kick is given. Havertz slowly getting off the floor. I thought for a minute he was going to say that he had a bit of cramp, but he hasn't. Arteta feeling the pressure now. Free kick's going to be taken by Rice. We've got the men forward, so they fancy another goal from a header, from a free kick. Ball's laid to the back post, so Akanji wins. Gabriel lets the ball roll out for a throw to Arsenal. They're not going to... Declan Rice gets a booking for delaying the restart. Kiwior's on the left-hand side. Looks like he may be going to take a long throw. He throws it straight out. It's a goal kick to Man City. I don't know what he was doing there, but it didn't work. Obviously, it's taken very quickly. Grealish has it on the left-hand side. Coming in field. There's it to Kovacic, to Gundogan. Gundogan coming into midfield to Grealish. Grealish lays it off to Kovacic, to Akanji. Goes to Silva on the right-hand side. On his left foot. Comes inside again. Goes across to Silva. To Diaz. Grealish. Akanji. Across. Keeper comes for it. Makes an easy catch at the back post. Some of the crossing from Man City has been quite poor. They've they've hit it high enough in the air that Raya can come and make easy catches, taking the pressure off. Raya's not going to rush this. Going deep, Havertz pushing and tugging. Nods the ball on, but it only goes through to, say, the keeper, but didn't get to the keeper. Gvardiol got it. Laid it forward to Akanji. Silva comes inside. Comes inside again. Is a shot. Diaz from the edge of the penalty area, and he's leaning back, and that's high, wide, and handsome. That's another poor effort. Martinelli's gone down now. Referee's having none of it, telling him to get up. Meanwhile, Gabriel is treating him as if he's got cramp. Arsenal preparing another substitute. Gabriel Jesus looks like he's coming on. Probably a replacement for Havertz, who's 5 minutes plus stoppage time. Can they hold out? Surely Man City are going to get one more chance, because so far this second half, Haaland's not had a look in. He's not had a chance at goal. And you wouldn't believe that with all the attacking possession that Man City have had. Grealish takes a throw. Arteta with the ball, trying to waste time. But Grealish takes it quickly. It's been brought forward by Diaz to Akanji. Silva comes inside on his left foot again, lays it back. Diaz. Akanji. Kovacic. Gvardiol. Ball's chipped to the back post. It's headed across by Foden. Oh, what a great shot. A left-footed shot by Gvardiol. And Raya diving to his right-hand side. Makes a great save with his right hand. Keeps the ball out and it's cleared. It's a 3-point saving save, is that? He's had a good game as Raya. He's made one or two good saves this second half that have kept his team in it. Jesus comes on now in place of Martinelli. City on attack again. Kovacic on the edge of the box. Diaz plays it inside to Gundogan. 3 minutes plus injury time. Out to Silva. Moves back to Diaz. Chips one looking for Haaland. Saliba heads it out. Gvardiol leads out to Akanji. The ball's put in again. Saliba's in front of Haaland, heads the ball out. Ball's collected again by Diaz. Foden, Kovacic, Akanji, Silva. Back to Diaz. Gvardiol. Diaz, Silva. Akanji, all on the edge of the box. It goes to Kovacic. Grealish. All on the edge of the box. They're looking for a pass through, but it's packed in there. Out to Akanji. Back to Kovacic. Out to Akanji. Is he going to put one across? No, he turns back inside again. Kovacic. Foden. Grealish. Kovacic. Diaz. Comes Foden. Haaland tries to get a shot in on his left foot. It's all Gabriel got the challenge in on Haaland, and his shot just rolls tamely through to the keeper. But Gabriel has remained down on the floor, holding his mouth. It's all time wasting again. Pep calls Kovacic and Foden across, giving them a few last words. What a surprise. Gabriel is straight back up again. Now someone else has gone down this time. Timber. If there's any justice in this second half, there'll be about 10 minutes of extra time for all the time that Arsenal have wasted. Timber limping away. Timber's gone down again. Raya tried to kick the ball out to take the substitution. The ball didn't go out. Man City wanted to play on, and the ref stopped the play for Timber. It was not a serious injury. He shouldn't have stopped that. The ball should have been allowed to have played on. That's a poor decision by the referee. 7 minutes of stoppage time to be added, but Timber's not seriously injured. He's got a bit of cramp. Raya didn't kick the ball out, and the ball was picked up by Man City, and it should have been allowed to carry on. And he brandishes a yellow card, so I think that was maybe Silva for protesting. Yeah, it was. But Bernardo Silva gets the yellow card. Frustration building up. Seven minutes of extra time. We've used a minute of it already, and no play's been possible. So there's got to go to 8 at least. The game still hasn't restarted. As Timber eventually hobbles off, and Lewis Skelly comes on, who's on a yellow card already. He's only just walked on, but was booked about 15 minutes earlier for antics on the side of the pitch. Drop ball given to Man City, and they come forward again. Akanji. Foden gets it back from Diaz, goes across to Silva, lays it inside to Akanji, hits the ball into the middle. Haaland, looping header high and straight to Raya, who makes an easy catch and then goes down to waste a bit more time. Still 5-6 minutes to go. Must be. Havertz challenging again. Gvardiol beats Skelly to the ball. Gvardiol lays the ball to Ederson. He plays it across to the right. Silva lays the ball inside to Akanji. All piling forward again this time. Gundogan lays it out to Silva on the right-hand side. He has to come back inside to Foden, who's central now. Grealish on the left-hand side into the box, lays it back. Gvardiol, for a moment there, he had an opening to shoot and he didn't. Foden gets the ball, goes out to Silva. There could be a shot, is there? Diaz, no, goes across to Foden. Was looking for Haaland, but didn't get it. It's cut out, and the ball is just booted into touch. Another throw. It's taken quickly. Akanji comes forward again. This full game has been played in the last third of Arsenal's half. Grealish comes into the box. His ball's taken off him, but he retrieves it back. Going across to Foden. The ball's taken off for Silva.
Oh dear.
Gabriel Jesus shows a bit of strength, holds off Bernardo Silva. Skelly right in the corner, lays it back and it's drilled forward. Straight out for a throw to Man City. It's taken quickly. Given to Kovacic, centre of midfield. Foden lays it out. Silva comes back on his left foot again. Diaz, Partey takes it off him. Foden wins the ball back, lays it to his keeper. He goes across to Grealish. Grealish coming forward. 2 or 3 minutes left. Goes across. Foden gets it on his left foot. That's a shot from outside, but it's blocked, but it still comes through to Akanji. He lays it out to Silva. Jesus is too strong for him, takes the ball off him. Akanji's holding him up. That's a corner ball as Jesus falls over. And then as they try to take a quick free corner, Jesus sticks his foot in the way and blocks it and gets a yellow card for it. Quite right too. It's been a tactic that Arsenal have employed right the way through this second half, wasting time, breaking the play up. It's a corner on the right-hand side, a left-footed in-swinger. And it comes deep. Keeper comes out, makes a great catch on his edge of his 6-yard box in the centre of his goal. Whole team patting him on the back for making a good catch, dominating his area. Right here he is, going to take his time, bounces the ball 2 or 3 times. Haaland in front of him, drills the ball long into the last minute. Oh, there was a Havertz almost won a header that was headed back to the keeper. It was short. Havertz got his foot in. The ball was deflected off the keeper. Man City come away with it. Akanji. Across to the left to Grealish. Grealish goes past his man to the edge of the box. He gets a cross. Saliba in the way, bounces behind for a corner. It's a great run by Grealish. Just couldn't get the ball back. He chips the ball in short. Given to Grealish now. He's coming into the box again. Now on his right foot. Lays it inside. Kovacic and City have equalised. Can you believe it in the last couple of minutes? Can you believe it? And it's John Stones who's got his hand up as John Stones scored. John Stones scored. He has. It's John Stones. And Arsenal are devastated. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. John Stones. He's been playing centre forward since he came on. And can you believe that? Unbelievable. John Stones saves a point for Man City. David Raya, after all his heroics, is still on the floor. He can't believe it. He didn't deserve that, to be fair. Checking an offside. I didn't see that. Offside, no, nothing. John Stones at the back. It's all kicked off now. Haaland pushing a few people. Arsenal are not happy about this. The whole team are gathering around each other. There's a bit of pushing and shoving. Over 98 minutes. Referee's just standing to a side. What's he going to give? The last thing you want to do is when Haaland's running through, is stand in front of him. It's Gabriel.
Yeah.
Haaland's too big a guy to stand in front of, and he just barged him over. Haaland doesn't look bothered at all, does he?
Look like a giant.
He's too big a guy to stand in front of.
Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
And we're up to 99.5 minutes and the game's still going on.
Look at his eyes. Is it David and Goliath? For me, it's a Goliath.
It's a free kick to Arsenal as well. It's drilled long. And there's the full-time whistle. And right at the death, Man City have picked a point up out of what? So it didn't look like it. I mean, for the full 45, well, it was, I'm saying 45, it was more like 55, wasn't it, at the end? It was just on the edge of the Arsenal box, and just Arsenal trying to hold Man City out. They're still having a few words with each other, gathering around the linesmen and the officials. Pep having a word with the fourth official as well. He's not happy. Bernardo Silva's not happy as well. Haaland's still in there. But whatever they're all arguing about, the fact of the matter is that it's a 2-2 draw.
It's true.
It won't be changed now.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
But they're still arguing.
Haaland and Jesus having words with each other. Grealish is in there. Arsenal players are not happy. I can understand them not being happy. I mean, the equaliser was scored just about the last kick of the game. But just accept it now, it's done. I think if you'd have offered Arsenal at the beginning of this game a point coming away from Man City, from the Etihad, they would have accepted it. So I don't know what the problem is. I think overall that's a good point for Arsenal. Man City, for all their efforts in that second half, just couldn't find a ball through. And it was a scramble at the back post that John Stones turned in that actually hit the keeper and went into the back of the net that got him a point. But overall, quite a good game. A good first half until Trossard got sent off. And then the second half, well, it was just attack against defence. Declan Rice there clapping all the Arsenal fans, and why not? Looks like the players have finished with their handbags at 5 paces and they're now walking off. And that's it. A 2-2 draw. It was one of the more interesting games, was that? Really interesting. You know what I hate about this is when players are talking to each other and they put their hands over the mouth so that we can't see. Who's bothered about what they're saying? Why do you have to put your hands over your mouth? What have you got to hide?
It's a privacy, look.
Privacy. What do you think we're going to do? We're going to lip read them. And it's ridiculous. And they all do it. The managers do it. The players do it. They put their hands over the mouth while they're talking to each other. No one's going to lip read them. Who's really bothered? But it's just annoying to me that they think they need to do it. Anyway, that's it. Simply Joy's happy that it's a 2-2 draw. I did say a draw. I did say 1-1 at the beginning of the game. I didn't expect 2-2. I thought it'd be tighter than that, but yeah, I still got it right. I got the draw. That was the main thing. Well, I hope everybody who's stuck with the watch along today have enjoyed things. If you've got any comments that you want to say regarding the last few minutes or the second half, and get your comments in now. Let's discuss them before we end this live watch along. Simply Joy thinks it was a great game. I do as well. I did enjoy it. it was really interesting that second half to see if Man City could pick out a pass to actually win that game. They did in the end, but only just. But it was really interesting to watch. But if no one's got any comments regarding this game or what they've seen, or comments regarding the behaviour of Arsenal and the time wasting, that's why. I mean, if they hadn't time wasted, there wouldn't have been 8, 9, 10 minutes of extra time, and they'd have won that game 2-1. But the time wasted, and at the end, it counted against them. And that's the truth of the matter. But anyway, if no one else wants to add anything to this live stream, I think we'll finish it. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Hit the like button, the notification button for our next live streams, which will probably be next weekend, I would imagine. There's some games in the midweek, but due to working commitments, I can't do any of those. But certainly maybe Friday and Sunday again. But thanks for you all for supporting the channel. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you've enjoyed things. That's the end of the stream today. But please join us for the next game, maybe midweek, if not Friday. But